Welcome to Powerful Stoicism Hub, where we explore the profound teachings of Stoicism and uncover the timeless virtues that elevate our lives. Today, we're diving into a topic that resonates deeply with those seeking true growth and inner strength. 9 habits women love, but only a rare 2% of men practice. These aren't just habits. They are principles rooted in ancient wisdom, known to forge character, resilience, and unwavering fortitude. Stay with us as we unravel these rare traits that separate the few from the many, and reveal how embodying them can transform not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. In the quiet recesses of a world driven by noise and impulsive action, there lies a timeless path that only the truly discerning among us can tread. This path is not gilded with easy pleasures or fleeting rewards. It is shaped by the slow, deliberate chiseling of one's character. It is the way of the Stoic, an ancient discipline that, if practiced, becomes a fortress against the storms of existence. Yet, few men dare to seek its unyielding strength. Today, we delve into 9 habits deeply cherished by women, but rarely practiced by more than a rare 2% of men. These habits are not just admired, they are woven into the essence of what makes life profound. 1. Mastery of self-control. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Asked Epictetus, the former slave turned philosopher. This question echoes throughout the centuries, confronting us with the weight of our own undisciplined desires. True self-control is not repression. It is the act of understanding one's impulses and choosing not to be ruled by them. This habit breeds an aura of reliability and peace, virtues that command respect and admiration. Women are drawn to a man who remains unshaken when the world falters. This strength speaks of an unassailable inner world, an empire built without conquest. Core of the habit. Self-control is the ability to govern one's actions and emotions, despite external provocation or internal impulse. It is not about denial, but conscious choice. Deeper insight. The Stoics, like Epictetus, emphasized that our reactions are within our control. A man practicing self-control doesn't succumb to anger when criticized, nor does he indulge recklessly in pleasures that compromise his principles. Women admire this restraint, as it conveys stability and trustworthiness. Example in practice. Picture a scenario where an argument becomes heated. Most would escalate the conflict, but a man of self-control will pause, acknowledge his emotions without acting on them, and respond thoughtfully. This habit demonstrates maturity and emotional intelligence. 2nd, embracing silence over empty words. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The practice of speaking only when one's words carry weight is an art lost to the many but cherished by the few. In an age where noise is currency, the one who chooses silence over empty declarations holds the power of gravity. Silence, when paired with action, becomes a rare gem that commands attention without asking for it. It is in this stillness that women find trust and an unspoken assurance of depth. Core of the habit. Choosing silence when words add no value. This habit emphasizes listening, contemplation, and speaking only with intention. Deeper insight. Marcus Aurelius frequently wrote in his Meditations about being wary of idle talk. Empty words are often born of ego or anxiety. By speaking less and listening more, a man displays patience and wisdom, traits that are respected and desired. Example in practice. In conversations, rather than jumping in to make a point or prove himself, a man waits, absorbs, and speaks only when it enriches the dialogue. Women value this habit because it shows humility and respect for the thoughts of others. 3. Radiating calm in the eye of the storm. Seneca, a tutor to emperors and a Stoic sage, taught that adversity reveals the true nature of a person. A man who remains calm amidst chaos radiates an inner strength that is magnetic. This calmness, rooted not in ignorance but in the mastery of one's emotional response, speaks of fortitude. It is a testament to the Stoic idea that it is not what happens to you but how you respond that defines your essence. The rare man who embodies this habit transforms fear into reassurance and chaos into order, a quality revered far beyond mere appearances. Core of the habit: maintaining composure and inner calm when faced with adversity. Deeper insight: Seneca's teachings remind us that adversity is a test of character. When a man can face setbacks, failures, or crises without panicking or lashing out, it reveals a deep well of resilience. This calm, underpinned by logic and understanding of what can and cannot be controlled, exudes confidence. Example in practice: during a crisis at work or in the family, most people might become reactive and distressed. The rare man, however, assesses the situation rationally and acts without letting emotions cloud his judgment. This ability to keep a clear head not only solves problems more effectively, but also instills trust and a sense of security in those around him. 4. The practice of active listening. To listen deeply is to gift another with the recognition of their existence. This is more than the passive receipt of sound. It is a deliberate act of attention. As Epictetus noted, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This ratio of listening to speaking forms the fabric of true connection. A man who listens not to reply but to understand forges bonds that go beyond the superficial. Such a habit shows patience, respect, and the rare ability to learn from others, a quality that draws admiration in ways words alone never could. Core of the habit: listening with the intent to truly understand rather than to reply. Deeper insight: Epictetus emphasized the importance of listening, indicating that wisdom comes more from observation than from speaking. When a man listens actively, he makes those around him feel valued and heard. This simple yet profound habit fosters deeper relationships. Example in practice: a man who listens with full attention, nods, asks follow-up questions, and responds thoughtfully after someone has finished speaking demonstrates empathy and respect. This is vastly different from the norm where people often listen only to formulate their next response. 5. Living with purpose, not for praise. The Stoics taught that virtue is its own reward. Men who live with unwavering purpose, who chase meaning over mere validation, carry an intrinsic light. Marcus Aurelius stated, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Women can discern when a man's life is driven by external applause versus when it stems from an inner alignment with values. The habit of living for a purpose higher than oneself grants a sense of destiny, one that is deeply appealing and endlessly respected. Core of the habit: living a life that's aligned with one's values and purpose, rather than seeking external validation. Deeper insight: Marcus Aurelius urged, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about your neighbors, unless with a view to some mutual benefit." A man who knows his purpose and follows it steadfastly without the need for applause embodies true inner strength. He does not sway with popular opinion or trends. Example in practice: pursuing a career or passion project that aligns with his beliefs, even when it's not lucrative or socially recognized, is a sign of such a man. Women appreciate this quality because it shows dedication and depth beyond superficial concerns. 6. Cultivating gratitude in the present. In the writings of Aurelius, he often urged himself to reflect on the small, ordinary moments and find gratitude in them. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. This habit, so simple yet so profound, draws admiration because it speaks to a life well examined. A man who practices gratitude finds peace in what he already has, making him resilient and joyful, qualities women find irresistible and rare. Core of the habit: practicing gratitude for what one already possesses, rather than constantly desiring more. Deeper insight: Marcus Aurelius wrote about appreciating life's simple moments and recognizing the transient nature of existence. Gratitude fosters contentment and reduces the cycle of endless wanting. A man who appreciates the present moment shows emotional richness and maturity. Example in practice. When faced with challenges or moments of dissatisfaction, rather than complaining or seeking external validation, a man who embodies gratitude will reflect on what he has and express genuine appreciation. Women see this as a marker of emotional stability and a positive outlook on life. 7. Resisting the lure of complaints. The Stoic warrior battles in silence. He does not seek to burden others with the weight of his struggles. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Complaints are born of a desire to garner sympathy or validation, but the true Stoic knows that resolve and quiet acceptance of hardship is what shapes character. A man who refuses to dwell on his misfortunes and chooses instead to work through them emits an air of strength that cannot be counterfeited. Core of the habit. Choosing to work through difficulties without resorting to complaints or self-pity. Deeper insight. Seneca noted that life's challenges are inevitable, and how we approach them defines us. Complaining often stems from a place of seeking pity or avoidance of responsibility. By refraining from it, a man displays resilience and responsibility. Example in practice. When facing a setback, such as a failed project or financial loss, instead of lamenting or pointing fingers, the Stoic man reflects on what can be learned and moves forward. This sense of accountability and quiet perseverance garners admiration. 8. Practicing humility with true confidence. Confidence that boasts is arrogance. Confidence that whispers is power. The Stoics taught that humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. As Epictetus advised, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. A rare man who embodies this habit possesses a quiet confidence that does not demand acknowledgement but is naturally recognized. This humility, paired with deep-seated assurance, attracts with the power of the unpretentious. A man sure of who he is needs no proclamation. 9. Prioritizing inner peace over victory. The pursuit of peace is greater than the pursuit of conquest. Marcus Aurelius, in his darkest times, reminded himself, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." To seek peace is not weakness, it is strength in its purest form. A man who values peace over the hollow victory of argument or power is rare. He embodies the quiet assurance that true happiness is found not in defeating others, but in mastering oneself. Core of the habit. Choosing mental and emotional peace over winning arguments or seeking revenge. Deeper insight. The Stoics taught that peace comes from focusing on what can be controlled, one's own thoughts and responses. Marcus Aurelius noted that internal turmoil often arises from trying to dominate others or proving oneself. The habit of prioritizing inner tranquility over external wins is rare and powerful. Example in practice. In a disagreement or a competitive scenario, instead of being fixated on being right or coming out ahead, the man opts for de-escalation and mutual understanding. This prioritization of peace over ego showcases maturity and wisdom, making him a source of calm for those around him. These habits form the bedrock of a life steeped in virtue and resilience. They are not the habits of men seeking fleeting glory, but of those who, like the Stoics before them, seek to conquer themselves. To strive for self-control, to listen without the need for reply, to remain unshaken in the face of life's tempests. These are the traits that set apart the few from the many. In a world craving authenticity and strength, the rare 2% who practice these virtues are admired beyond the words that describe them. Let us strive not just to be admired, but to be men of unyielding character, fortified by the wisdom of the ages. Embodying the rare virtues. These 9 habits are more than behaviors. They are manifestations of a deeply rooted philosophy that few practice but many admire. Each one demands introspection, discipline, and a steadfast commitment to inner growth. Women, and indeed all who value integrity and strength, cherish these traits because they represent the highest virtues of the human spirit. By embracing these Stoic practices, we not only become more resilient and compassionate, but also inspire those around us to seek greater meaning and strength in their own lives. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos on Stoicism, relationship, and personal growth. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more insights on how to elevate your life and relationship.